Hey, welcome to the Wisniewski Report. I'm your host, G-Dub. And always, I got my two favorite co-hosts with me, Lou, James. What's going on? How y'all doing?
Okay, we're all right.
Pretty good.
I'm not going to tell y'all what I did last night.
You lost the topics.
How can one person sit there and lose the topics?
Leave it to Gerald.
Yeah.
I mean, I searched everywhere. I searched my save files, my PDF reader, my phone, my tablet.
He just deleted it. That's all.
I searched high and low. I even played detective trying to figure out what happened to him. Just couldn't figure it out. So I called James and had him resend the topics over. So thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Three stories in NASCAR real quick. Carl Lawson wins in Vegas. He swept that track. Which he did it last year also. The next race is in Phoenix. And the story I was telling you about before the show, in 2025, well, let me back up. You know that NASCAR runs in the LA Coliseum.
Yes.
Yep.
In 2025, they want to run in Dodger Stadium.
Wow. How?
I have no earthly idea how that's going to work. Because the LA Coliseum is bigger than Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know how that's going to work. We shall see how that's going to work. But that's not supposed to happen until 2025.
Well, that's only a year away now.
Yeah, that's only a year away.
Yeah, but let's just see what happens.
How they do that on a baseball field? I don't get it.
I don't either.
It's diamond shaped. How do you do anything in a diamond shape unless you're doing diamonds?
It's probably going to become the diamond 50.
Was the slogan for it? Diamonds are forever.
I guess
That's been taken.
I don't have no idea. Let's gotta wait and see what happens. Okay, NBA. Boston Celtics. They're 43-19, no games behind. They clinched a playoff berth.
Yeah, they're the only team in the NBA that's clinched so far.
We have the Milwaukee Bucks at second with 41-21. They're 7.5 games back. 3 is the Cleveland Cavaliers at 40-21. They're 8 games back.
They're actually doing really good this year. I'm not shocked though because I thought they were going to do better last year, but they've actually done a whole lot better this year.
Number 4 is the Orlando Magic at 36-26, 12.5 games behind. Number 5 is Lou's New York Knicks.
Yep.
They're at 36-26, 12.5 games behind.
Yeah.
Lou, what happened at one time? At one time they were in the top. They were in the top 4.
Well, injuries are piled up, bad trades, and it all comes in together. If they can stay healthy and get Julius Randle back, whenever, then I think they'll be a better team. But right now, with those injuries, key players out, it's not going as planned.
That's true. When your star player goes down, I don't care what team it is.
Exactly. Injuries
When
play
your
a key
star player
factor.
goes down, it's going to hurt you.
Well, they're at the 20 game mark. They have to show out for the last 20 games.
Let's see if they can do it. But I think if they can get some of their key players back, I think they can move up.
Yeah.
Number 6 is the Miami Heat, 35-26, 13 games behind. Let's see. Philadelphia 76ers, they're 7th at 35-26, 13 games behind.
Yeah, they fell off big time.
Yeah, they did. Indiana Pacers, 35-28, 14 games back. They fell off pretty bad, too.
Yeah.
Chicago Bulls come in at 9th at 29-32, 19 games behind. Atlanta Hawks come in at 10th at 27-34 and 21 games behind.
Yeah, they're not going to be. Well, they're
No.
still in the playoffs position. They'll be the end playoff game, like the
Playing game?
playing game. That's it. I always say like playoff end game. Yeah, play in.
Right.
Yeah. Well, basically, if they win, they get a shot to become like the 7th or 8th seed. Actually, 8th seed because they're not going to be the 7th.
That was the Eastern Conference. Now for the Western Conference, at number 1, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves at 43-19. They're leading that division, so
they're leading the conference. Yeah,
there's a good chance they may clinch a playoff berth. Number 2 is Oklahoma City Thunder, 42-19, half a game back.
Yeah, they're like right there. So
yeah. Number 3 is the Denver Nuggets at 43-20, 1 game back. So the Nuggets are right there too.
I'm telling you, the West is so deep. It's like the top. It's like the top 8 seeds, 9 seeds are like within 10 games.
Yeah. LA Clippers are 39-21, 3 games back. Look at Lou. He's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans Pelicans, 37-25, 6 games back. Number 6 is the Phoenix Suns at 36-26, 7 games behind. Number 7 is the Sacramento Kings, 34-26, 8 games back. Number 8 is the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
They kind of dropped off a little.
Yeah. They faced some of the cream of the crop from the East and the West. So, yeah.
34-28, 9 games back.
I mean, they're still within 10 games, so it's not bad. Like,
no. Los Angeles Lakers, 34-29, 9.5 games back.
Yeah, see, told you.
And here is a shocker for you. This team was so good last year.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it to the finals. Golden State Warriors at 10.
Yeah, they're right there too.
32-28, 10 games back. So each team in the Western Conference is 10 games or less back from the Timberwolves.
It's not like the East where it's a joke.
So the West is still up for grabs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to those last 10 games.
Exactly. The Eastern Conference and NHL. Y'all guess who the number 1 team is?
Florida
Panthers. 43-16-4, sitting at 90 points. Number 2 is the Boston Bruins at 36-13-15 with 87 points. Not bad. Lou, your New York Rangers come in at 3rd. Is that a shock to you?
No, it isn't. I mean, they still lead the division, so and they're still a good 7 points up. So I'm not shocked at all.
They're nipping at their heels, pretty much.
Yeah, because they're only 3 points behind the Bruins.
See?
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Well, no, actually, take it back. Yeah, about 3 points behind. Yeah, 3 points behind. 40-18-4. I'm sorry, 40-18-4, 84 points. Tongue-tied there for a minute. Number 4 is Carolina Hurricanes. They come in with 36-19-6, 78 points.
Yep.
Toronto Maple Leafs come in at 5th, 35-18, 78 points. The Detroit Red Wings, 33-22-6, 72 points. This is Brad's favorite team. Brad, if you're watching, I see you in a little while.
Lightning.
33-24-6, 72 points. And ending out the Eastern Conference is the Philadelphia Flyers, 32-23-8, 72 points.
They could get knocked out of the playoffs too. Like
good.
Any Philly team, I don't care. Any Philly team not making the playoffs, I'm all about it.
Right? I'm going to say the top 3 have a good shot at making the playoffs.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Any conference, absolutely. I don't see them fall. I don't see those falling off. Yeah.
Me neither. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eastern Conference comes down to New York and Florida.
Not surprised at all.
I mean, Florida made it all the way to the championship or to the Stanley Cup Finals last year.
Yep.
But that would not be a shock if it's the Rangers and the Panthers in the Eastern Finals.
Maybe.
The Rangers Canucks in the final.
Do what?
And the Rangers Canucks in the final, a 94 rematch.
Could be.
I'd like to see it.
We'll just see what happens. The Western Conference, the Vancouver Canucks, 40-17-7 at 87 points. Dallas Stars ain't doing too bad.
Yeah, they're doing real good.
39-17-9 with 85 points. So they're 2 points behind Vancouver.
Yeah, it's going to come neck and neck between those two. And then the Jets are right behind the Stars.
Yeah, the Winnipeg Jets are 39-17-5, 83 points. So they're only 2 points off of the Stars.
Yeah, and they're 4 points behind the Canucks.
Yeah.
Canucks.
So the top three, that's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, and then after that, it's basically like,
Right.
There's a drop off after the top three.
Exactly.
Colorado
comes in at 38, 25, 20, and 5 with 81 points. So they're only 2 points away from the Jets.
Yeah, so they're 2 points. So they're 6 points behind the Canucks. Let's see.
So right now, the Western Conference, anybody can take the Western Conference.
Yeah, it's deep, right? The Western Conference, I think, in both sports, basketball and hockey, is pretty deep. Western Conference.
Yeah. Now here's the rest. I don't even think they have a chance to make it. We got the Oilers at 38-22 with 78 points.
Yeah, they're far down.
Despite that 17-game winning streak back in December, wow.
I know. Los Angeles Kings at 31-19-11, 73 points. Dun 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 dun. The defending champs from last year, Vegas Golden Knights.
They were doing good, and then all of a sudden they fell off.
33-22-7 with 73 points.
So, the Kings are out right after that.
Is that the last team bringing up the Western Conference is the Nashville Predators.
Yeah, Nashville Predators.
You mean the Yahoos?
They're 35-25-3 with 73 points. So that's my prediction. Okay, as of right now, I'm going to say the Western Conference is going to come down to Vancouver and Dallas.
That would be good. 1-2 matchup.
Like I said, Rangers Vancouver in the final. Like I said.
No.
It's
Ranger Stars. That would be a good matchup.
I like that too.
But Lou, you're my brother. I love you like a brother. But if it's Dallas and New York, I gotta go with my Stars.
I'm going with Dallas.
I think you'd say that.
No, I gotta go with my Stars. March Madness starts this week.
Technically, yes.
I mean, it starts this week.
The tournament starts. Yeah, so not the tournament itself, the conference tournament starts. Yeah.
Some conference tournaments will begin this week, including the Ohio Valley, Big South, Missouri Valley, and the ASC for the fight for the automatic bids to the dance. Most major is next week until selection Sunday on March the 17th.
Yep.
And as it is right now, number 1 is Houston. Number 2 is UConn. Number 3 is Purdue. Number 4 is Tennessee. Number 5 is Arizona. Number 6 is Iowa State. Number 7 is North Carolina. Number 8 is Marquette. 9 is Duke. 10 is Creighton. 11 is Baylor. 12 is Illinois. 13 is Auburn. 14 is Kansas. 15 is Kentucky. 16 is Alabama. 17 is South Carolina. 18 is Washington State. 19 is Gonzaga. 20 is BYU. 21 is San Diego State. Rounding out the top 25. Utah State, St. Mary's, South Florida, and Dayton.
Yeah.
The Texas men don't have a chance to make the tournament.
Who?
The Texas men, Longhorns.
It'll be hard. They're going to have to show out in the conference tournament to really, truly show that they can make it in. I don't know. I don't think they're going to.
Here's a note for y'all. UConn wins first Big East regular season title since 1999.
Yeah, the first outright since 99. That's a long time.
It is.
25 years? Yeah.
Here is the women's standings. Number 1, we got South Carolina. Number 2 is Stanford. 3 is Iowa. 4 is Ohio State. 5 is USC. Number 6 is our Lady Horns. The Lady Horns they are just playing some great ball this year.
They are. They got screwed. They got screwed in the Oklahoma game, which really screwed them in the States. But I think they're still going to be a top seed in the tournament, though.
Oh, me too. You know, if the men can't make it, I hope the women can do something in a tournament.
Yeah. Well, where's Texas?
So
wait, Texas was just ranked a few. Was ranked, I think, top 5 just a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, they were, but they got screwed in the Oklahoma game.
They'll make it. They'll make it.
Oh yeah, I know they'll make it. Is where they're going to be seated. That's the thing. Like
I think they'll be going to be like 3rd or 4th. I don't think it's going to be too low.
If they win the automatic bid in the tournament, like if they win the conference tournament, I think they're going to be. They have a shot to be a top 1 seed
Absolutely.
or a top 2 seed. Yeah.
I want to say if they win the conference championship, I want to say maybe I'm going to agree with James. Maybe the 1st or 2nd seed. It actually depends on what South Carolina does.
Well, South Carolina is probably going to get the number 1 overall seed in the tournament.
I mean, the men's or women's?
Women.
Oh yeah, no question.
Because
Houston's going to be the number 1 overall seed in the men's tournament.
Yes.
Number 7, we got UCLA. UCLA still has a shot.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but
if you're a major and you're ranked in the top 10, you have a shot to be a number 1 or number 2 seed.
Oh yeah. The number 8, we got LSU.
Yeah, LSU's the defending champs, so they could have a shot at being a top 1, 2, maybe 3 seed in their region.
Number 9 is UConn. Number 10 is NC State.
Yeah, they're still top 10. Yeah.
So those top 10 teams right there can make the tournament.
Well, no, those are going to make the tournament, but the thing is, like, where they're going to get seated, like, you could throw throw a UConn in there as like a number 2 or a number 3 seed in the South or the Midwest region, and they're even the East. It all depends on where they get placed.
Now, here's the teams if they want to make the tournament. They better stop balling.
Well, any team, usually any team in the top 25 is probably going to make it because there's 68 teams that make it.
Number 11 is Virginia Tech.
Right.
Number 13 is Indiana. Number 14 is Oregon State. 15 is Notre Dame. Number 16, I'm sorry, is Gonzaga.
Okay.
17 is Kansas State.
Mm-hmm.
18 is Baylor. 19 is Colorado. 20 is Oklahoma, which, I agree with James. I've seen some of the highlights on that Texas and Oklahoma game. Texas really got screwed in that one. There's some fouls that should have been called that wasn't.
Yes.
But then again, we all know who the referees for when it comes down to Texas and Oklahoma, no matter what sport it is. Everybody hates Texas.
I know everybody hates Chris, but okay.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you this right now. I'm not going to say the first year in the SEC, Texas is going to make some noise.
Right.
But give them 2-3 years, they're going to come alive.
Well, I'll tell you one sport that we will definitely dominate, and that's volleyball. The Texas women's volleyball team is like one of the tops in the nation. Like they just won they won back-to-back national championships.
And not to mention the women's softball team's doing pretty good too.
Yeah, they're the number one team in the nation. They actually went over Oklahoma because Oklahoma lost.
Number 20 is Syracuse. Number 21 is Creighton. 23 is Utah. 24 is UNLV. Number 24 is Louisville. And I've never heard of this school before. Fairfield?
Yeah, it's a small.
Watch it. That's my home state.
All I'm saying is I never heard of that school.
It's a small university. It's not something
Small
big.
University. About 20 minutes from my house.
I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying I never heard of it.
Their men's team made the Sweet 16 last year.
I'm just saying.
I know it's a small school. It's a small school, though. It's not something huge.
I'm just saying I never heard of them.
It's not a Power 5 or anything. So
no.
Okay.
But remember, Joe. Last year in the men's region, they made the Sweet 16.
That's probably why I haven't heard of them because they're not a top program.
Right.
Well, we consider them top on our state.
True. Moving on to NFL. Jason Kelsey has officially retired after 13 seasons.
Yep.
Can everybody give him a round of applause?
Hey.
I'm not an Eagles fan, but I can say this: Jason Kelsey was one hell of a center.
He was one hell of a career, a hell of a human being. Yes. Really funny, a class act. You can't hate on the man. Like I don't care what team he played for.
I don't hate on the man because
he was super. Before he even got to he walked on at Cincinnati. He walked on at Cincinnati at the Bearcats, the college, and then became an underrated lineman and ended up getting drafted in the 5th round. And look where he is today. He's a for sure first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saying it right now. He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
And look how many Pro Bowls he's made.
Yeah, he's been multiple Pro Bowls, all pro. The dude is probably one of the best offensive linemen, not just for the Eagles, but for the NFL.
And look at when the Eagles played the Cowboys. He gave us fits.
Yeah, that guy has some tough shoes to fill.
But Jason Kelsey, congratulations on your retirement.
Man, that dude, his retirement speech kind of brought me to tears. I was like, damn, he kind of held it in. It was hard to watch, man.
May you enjoy retirement, have fun fishing, or whatever you're gonna do during retirement.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure for watching you 13 years.
I think he gets into coaching. Hopefully he gets into coaching. That would be really good.
Go into the broadcast booth.
Or go into broadcasting, but the thing is, like I love his I love the way that he has a really good mind for the game. That's what I'm saying. Like put him in the booth or put him as a coach.
He would make a damn good offensive line coach.
Oh, he would. Definitely.
What a huge loss for the Eagles. My hat goes off to the future Hall of Famer.
It does, yeah.
13 years with one team.
Yeah, that's hard to do. you got to
don't
think.
see that very much anymore.
You stay your entire career with one team. I was kind of hoping Tyron Smith would have done the same, but I don't know if he's going to stay with the Cowboys or not. But it's fine. It's fair. I'm not mad. It's a business.
But with Jason Kelsey announcing retirement, that made me a little emotional.
Yeah, it was pure emotional.
Because walking away from a sport he really loves to play.
And it's not just it's not just that it's for a city that he's a true leader. Like, you could tell that he really enjoys the game and truly is not all about the money. He was all about the game, and that's hard to reciprocate. It's hard to have the same guy come in and have those feelings and emotions for the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch Jason Kelsey's career, he was one hell of a center, man.
I say for a center wise, that's hard to as an impact player. Most impact players are not centers. They're not even offensive linemen like that. They're usually quarterbacks or a defensive lineman. Not an offensive lineman. Not a center. Not a center.
I can say one thing about Jason Kelsey. Every quarterback that the Eagles had, he knew what the quarterback was thinking before the quarterback even called the play.
I'm telling you, that's going to be some hard shoes to fill. Like, I don't know how they're going to be able to do it. I mean, he kind of handpicked his replacement beforehand, but I don't think this guy is going to be ready in time for. I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Now we can't forget his brother, Travis Kelsey, and
we can try.
Because Travis Kelsey is a damn good tight end.
Yeah.
So when Travis retires, that's going to be another big loss to the football world.
Yeah.
But
I was kind of thinking they were going to retire at the same time, but I mean, I understand.
I think Travis is probably going to stick around for one more year to try to get another Super Bowl ring.
That would
yes.
And if he does, I would go out. My career would be done then.
Oh yeah.
What else does he have to prove? He doesn't have to prove to anybody.
But then again, how do you replace a Jason Kelsey or Travis Kelsey?
Those are hard Those are hard to do, especially with the dynamic of those players. It's hard to replace.
Exactly. That's like trying to replace a Micah Parsons.
Or even trying to replace Tyron Smith. That's a hard thing to do because Tyron Smith played his butt off, but the thing is, his body was not. It wasn't holding up for the NFL.
You play so many years, and your body tells you when it's time to walk away.
It's a tough physical sport, right. And the thing is, like, right. It's
speaking of players getting cut and leaving, Lou. I heard. I want you to confirm this or deny if you heard anything about this, because you live up in New York. Is it true that the Jets cut Zach Wilson?
Well, it's not official, but it's not. I mean, they're not guaranteed to come back. It's like the owner said, "Well, we're not saying yes, but we're definitely not saying no either." But if he doesn't do anything, I think this year he's going to be gone. Nothing is written in stone yet. So whatever rumors you heard that he's officially out is not true.
Okay.
But I think within the coming weeks that just might happen.
So basically, this is his do or die year.
Yeah.
Well,
it should have been this year, being benched and everything. I mean, they're lucky they're giving him one more year, but I think that might change by the time his training camp rolls around.
True. We just got, like I said, everything is hearsay, and we just
Why
gotta.
he got drafted there in the first place is beyond me because I thought he wasn't even worth a pick. The Charmin you wipe your butt with.
I agree. He's not. I wouldn't even give him a 6th round for Zach Wilson.
But that's the Jets for you. They drafted Sam Darnold. That dude was terrible too.
Yeah, look where he's at now. He's a backup with the 49ers.
And he's really not that good either. He went to the Panthers, and that was a bust.
And talking about Cowboys, quarterbacks, Minnesota, if Kirk Cousins walks, they want to try to get Trey Lance to come in.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're going to draft a guy.
That's terrible.
I think what's going to happen in training camp, Trey Lance and Cooper Rush are going to battle for that number 2 job.
I think Cooper Rush is probably going to go somewhere else because I don't think they're going to keep 3 quarterbacks next year. If they do, they're gonna draft a runner. They're going to draft one.
Yeah. I could either see Bo Nix or J.J. McCarthy.
No.
You don't think so?
No, not on the Cowboys, no.
Mike Evans has signed a 2-year contract worth $52 million.
Yep. I felt like they were going to do it because that's a huge piece to their. That guy's been a mainstay. Like I'm talking about most consistent wide receivers in the game. He is that. He is the most consistent. He has every season he's played. He has over 1,000 yards receiving.
The only problem I see with the Falcons as of right now, they need to get a decent quarterback.
I heard that. I hear that Kirk Cousins is going to go to Atlanta.
If that happens, Atlanta would be a different team.
Well, yeah, because it's all about making the best because you have Bijan Robinson there, you have Kyle Pitts,
you have Mike Evans.
No, that's Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay.
Atlanta has different weapons. Like I said, they have Bijan Robinson. And last year, they did not use Bijan Robinson the correct way.
No, Bijan Robinson is not a sideline to sideline runner. He is up the middle.
He's a gasher.
You give him the ball and tell him to go through the middle of the defense. By the time you look back, he's going to be gone. He's going to be down 15, 20 yards down the field on you.
Bijan is a home run hitter.
He was excellent when he played for the Longhorns.
Him and Roshan.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs has rendered the governor's lead with the non-executive exclusive franchise tag. Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars franchise tag defensive end Josh Allen. I knew they were going to keep Josh Allen, but I didn't know what kind of contract he was going to be put on.
Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts tagged wide receiver Michael Pittman.
Yeah, Michael Pittman Jr.
Houston Texans. This was no shock. I called it at the last season.
Yep.
I told James this was going to happen. Houston Texans extended Dalton Schultz to a 3-year deal worth $36 million, 23.5 fully guaranteed.
It's good money. That's good money for a good player.
Dalton Schultz Dalton is no
But
slouch.
he did throw shade at Dallas a little bit because he said that our facilities. He said something about our facilities or whatever. Like it's a show. It's a circus. I'm like, it's not really a circus though. Like you can't say that.
But Schultz is not bad as a tight end.
No, he just gets hurt too much.
If he's healthy, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
He's got the speed and he's got the hands.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears franchised Javen Johnson.
But he got
good luck
signed
with
to a
that.
4 year. But he just got signed to a 4-year, $76 million deal.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. How many of us watched the NFL Combine?
I did.
Very low.
I did too. I watched maybe. I probably watched the first and second round of it.
But
Yeah.
our boy.
We get to that here in a minute. We're going to look at the 40 times by position real quick. Defensive lineman, number 1 is Dallas Turner from Alabama. He ran a 4.46 40.
That's fast.
Number 2 is Chop Robinson from Penn State. He was 2 seconds behind Turner.
Not even 2 seconds. It's like 0.002.
He ran a
That's
4.
close.
He ran a 4.48 40.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Muhammad
Kamara
from Colorado. He ran a 4.57 40. Number 4 was Jared Verse, Florida State. He wasn't too far behind Muhammad with a 4.58 40. Number 5 was Chris Baswell from Alabama. He ran a 4 flat 40. Xavier Thomas from Clemson, 4.62 40. Cedric Johnson, Ole Miss, 4.63 40. So there's some pretty fast linemen.
Yeah, the edge. Those are edge guys.
J.X. Hunt from Houston Christian, 4.64 40.
Yeah.
A tie was also with the one from UCLA. Whatever his name is, he must be from Hawaii.
Latu? Yeah.
Yeah, Watu. He ran a 4.64 40.
Those are fast. Those are fast linemen. Holy crap.
Number 10 was Jaquanti Gene from Notre Dame. He ran a 4.66 40.
Like I said, those are fast. Those are fast linemen.
Lou, what do you think about the 40 times?
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to see much of it though, to be honest.
But I tell you what, there were some fast edge rushers in there this year.
Oh, yeah.
The linebackers. Now.
Those are the fast linebackers too.
Yeah. Number 1 was Peyton Winston from NC State.
Peyton Wilson, yep. NC State.
4.43 40.
4.33, yeah.
That is fast for a linebacker.
Yeah. Really fast.
The guy from DeRoche from Florida State, he ran a 4.47 40.
Yep.
Edrin Cooper from A&M, he ran a 4.51 40.
That's fast too.
So did Teron Wallace from Kentucky. He ran a 4.51 40. Jordan McGee, he ran from Temple. He ran a 4.55.
Any of those sub 4.6s are fast.
Yeah, they are. And he's tied with Nathan Watson that also ran a 4.6340. James, help me out with this one. The one from Notre Dame.
What's his name start with?
Marist.
Oh, Maurice lots. I think. Hold on, I'll tell you.
He's from Notre Dame, and he ran a 4.6440.
Okay. Oh, Liafo, yeah. And Cedric Gray ran a 4.6440.
Yeah. So the defensive ends, the edge rushers and linebackers, they're pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm coach that need defensive help because you got all these fast defensive linemen.
Now just wait till you get to the defensive backs.
Whoever posted that, can you please say your name? Yo, I'm about to watch UAB versus Temple on ESPN. To Temple Senior Day. Okay, have fun.
All right, you got the defensive backs. Okay.
Defensive back.
Nate Wiggins, Clemson.
4.2840.
That's a fast corner.
I mean, he does flat turned on the afterburners. And if I was an NFL team that needed a corner, I'd go get him. Can you imagine what he would do coming off the ball? Then we had Quan Mitchell from Toledo. He ran a 4.3340.
That's fast too. All the top 10 had sub 4.5s.
We had the
Camryn Richardson from Mississippi State. Yep. 4.34.
Yeah. Okay, hang on here for a minute before we go on. I want to post this real quick and get y'all's thoughts on this.
What?
I heard,
really?
Yeah.
Nah. I don't think so. I think they don't utilize their running backs correctly, so I don't think so.
I don't think so neither. Well, okay. Nathan Pritchard from Auburn, he ran a 4.3640. That's still pretty fast.
Like I said, any of those defensive backs in the top 10 that ran are sub 4.5s. Those are lightning fast.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Jones from Florida State ran a 4.38. So did Daquan Hardy from Penn State.
He ran
and DeAndre Prince from Ole Miss ran a 4.38.
Max Milton, he ran a 4.39
from Rutgers. Yep.
DJ James, he ran a 4.42.
Yep, from Auburn. Yep. And Elijah Jones from Boston College ran a 4.44.
Here's another question. Here's a question coming in right now.
No, they will not draft a linebacker. They don't They don't value linebackers in Philly. They really truly don't. I think they're going to go for like an offensive lineman or like a defense or an edge rusher. That's just who they pick.
I say the Eagles go maybe wide receiver or tight end.
Yeah, they don't like I said, they don't value linebackers. That's why they're not very good in the linebacker position.
And that's what's hurting them right now. Is they don't have a deep linebacker core.
Right.
If they can get a deep linebacker core, they might do something.
Yeah, but I wouldn't trust Howie Roseman. That dude's
me neither.
does not know how to draft.
Okay, tight ends. Number 1 was Devin Culp from Washington, 4.47.
7. Yep.
Theo Johnson from Penn State, 4.57.
Remember, this is these are tight ends. These are huge guys, and they're running these times. That's amazing.
Ooh, another good question coming in. Wow, we got some good ones coming in tonight, guys. Brandon Graham is retiring at the next season.
No, I think he retires this season. Like
yeah,
I think and Fletcher Cox could retire too. I think they're coming up. They're going to retire probably before the season starts.
If not before the season, I'm saying at the end of the 2024-2025 season.
That's possible.
Tanner
McLaughlin.
He ran a 4.6140.
Mm-hmm. And tied for fourth, Jahan Hill from Florida State and Jared Wiley from TCU ran a 4.61.
All three of them ran a 4.6140.
That's fast, dude.
These are some fast
for tight ends. Tight ends are usually supposed to run like sub 4.8. Usually sub 4.8, sub 4.7. That's fast. Tip Ryman from Illinois ran a 4.64. Cade Stover from Ohio State ran a 4.65. Ben Sinnott from Kansas State ran a 4.68. Jatavian Sanders from Texas ran a 4.69. And Brevin Spanford from Minnesota ran a 4.77.
These are some fast
tight ends.
The quarterbacks.
There was only four. There was only four that actually ran 40s at the combine.
We had
Eden Slovis from BYU ran a 4.56.
Sean Hartman from Notre Dame ran a 4.80.
Yeah.
Austin Reed from Western Kentucky ran a 4.83. Spencer Rattler
from South Carolina ran a 4.96.
Yeah.
These aren't fast. These aren't. Oh, the only fast quarterback out of there is Caden Slovis. But
now running backs, Isaac
Garendo from Louisville ran a 4.33.
Jalen White from Tennessee ran a 4.38. Trey Benson, Florida State, ran a 4.39. Kellen Robinson, which is from Texas, ran a 4.42. Marshawn Lloyd, USC, ran 4.46.
No, Jaden Sheridan from Monmouth ran a 4.45.
Yeah, I forgot him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Kamani Vidal from Troy ran a 4.47.
Trevon Tracy Jr. from Purdue ran a 4.49. Michael Wiley from Arizona ran a 4.51.
Not bad.
George Holani from Boise State
ran a 4.53.
And Ray Davis from Kentucky ran a 4.52. Those are fast. Those are fast running backs.
And wide receivers.
Oh, fast. These guys are lightning fast. All of them.
This guy right here, he has the combine record.
Xavier Worthy, 4.21.
Yeah, 4.21. Y'all heard me right. 4.21 coming out of a receiver.
His first 40 that he ran was a 4.25, and he actually said, "You know what? Screw this. I want to break the record." So he did.
Mitchell from Texas also wasn't bad at 4.34.
Fast. Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU, 4.34.
Devontae
Walker from North Carolina. Go ahead.
4.36. Jacob Crowning from Arizona, 4.38.
Lad McConkey from Georgia, 4.39.
Anthony Gold from Oregon, 4.39.
Yeah,
Xavier Liggett and Roman Wilson, tied for 7th.
Yeah, 4.39. Roman Wilson from Michigan had 4.40. Troy Franklin from Oregon had a 4.41. And Ricky Pearsall from Florida ran a 4.41.
Exactly. But there's some fast receivers also.
Yeah.
This receiver class is awesome.
Oh, it's deep. Yeah, they didn't even do Marvin Harrison Jr. or some of the other top wide receivers. So I don't know what their 40 times are going to be at their pro day, but I'm telling you, this is either the running backs or the wide receivers or the defensive backs. Those are fast, and then the edge rushers. And I'm telling you, this draft class is going to be pretty big. It's probably going to be one of the best, and I can remember.
I don't have the 40s for the offensive linemen.
Those aren't bad. I just didn't put them down because they weren't noteworthy, if that makes sense.
Okay. This week we will discuss the NFC South schedule.
The NFC North.
I'm sorry.
Points out.
So Lou, you can feel free to jump in here because I know you're gonna want to pick these teams, see how they're gonna do.
Oh, he's gonna try. He's really gonna bash this one right here. He says they're gonna go 0-17.
Okay, Chicago Bears.
The Bears. Forget
it. Bears. At home, they got Detroit.
Loss.
Green Bay.
Loss.
Minnesota.
Loss.
Los Angeles.
Loss.
Win.
Okay,
the Rams? No, they're gonna lose.
Think so?
Yeah.
Seattle, that's going to be a loss.
Yep.
Jacksonville, that's going to be a loss.
Tennessee, that's a win.
Tennessee's going to be a win.
Carolina,
going to be a win.
Win.
New England's going to be a win.
So that's 3. That's 3 and 3 and 6.
Then away they got Detroit. Detroit's going to sweep.
Green Bay's going to sweep. Minnesota's
going to sweep them too.
It's going to beat them.
Okay.
Arizona, that's a loss. I mean, that's a win, actually.
Well, 49ers, that's going to be a loss.
Yep. Arizona, that's a win.
Indianapolis,
loss.
Houston, a loss.
Washington, that's a win. 5 and 12.
Where do you see Washington? I don't see Washington playing the Bears.
Yeah, they play them away. The last game.
I see it now.
Yeah, 5 and 12.
Okay. Then we got the Lions at home. They got Chicago.
Win.
Green Bay.
Win.
Minnesota.
Win.
Los Angeles.
Win.
Rams.
The Rams against Detroit, no, that's a win.
That's okay. It's a win, right?
Seattle.
Win.
Jacksonville.
Yes.
Win.
Tampa Bay.
Win.
Buffalo.
Loss. I think they go 8-1. I think they go 8-1 at home.
Okay, then away. They got Chicago.
Win.
Green Bay.
Loss.
Minnesota.
Win.
The 49ers automatically going to be a loss. Arizona.
Win.
Indianapolis.
Loss.
Houston.
Loss.
Dallas.
Loss.
12
and 5.
Okay. Here we go with Green Bay.
Okay. Let's see. So what we got Green Bay. Win.
Detroit.
Win.
Minnesota.
Win.
Wait a minute. No. Yeah, okay. Arizona.
Win.
San Francisco.
Loss.
Indianapolis.
Loss.
Win.
Houston.
Loss.
New England.
New Orleans. New Orleans is a win. New Orleans is a win. Miami's a loss.
Okay, away. They got Chicago.
Win.
Detroit.
Loss.
Minnesota.
Win.
Rams.
Win.
Seattle.
Loss.
Jacksonville.
Loss.
Tennessee.
Win.
Philadelphia.
Loss.
So that puts them at
What, 9-8, 10-7?
Playoff contenders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minnesota. Yeah, next. Yeah.
Minnesota. Now depends on what Cousins does. You know, that's what I'm basing this off of. At home, they got Chicago.
Win.
That's a win.
Detroit.
Loss.
Green Bay.
Loss.
Arizona.
Win.
49ers.
Loss.
The Colts.
Loss.
Texans.
Loss.
Win.
Atlanta.
Win.
And then they go up to New York to play lose Jets.
Loss.
Okay, away. They got Chicago.
Take us to this open house thing. It was at 7.
Win.
Detroit.
Loss.
Green Bay.
No. Loss.
Los Angeles Rams.
Loss.
Seattle.
Win. No, loss.
Jacksonville.
Loss.
Tennessee.
Win.
And New York Giants.
Win.
And before we go on, let me go look at something real quick. Give me just a second here.
Okay, he's close to Clary Gazelle.
Come on. Okay, quit your crap. Let me go see if I can find any news on NFL.com yet.
No, there's nothing really too big on NFL.com.
Oh, okay. Here's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, Charles Davis 2024 NFL mock draft. Giants turn to J.J. McCarthy as successor to Daniel Jones.
They just paid Daniel Jones though. I don't see him. I mean, sure,
yeah,
you could have him sit for a couple of years, but you just paid the guy.
Yes.
And they're saying now that Washington could go after Michael Penix Jr.
Possible, but I mean, I wouldn't draft any smart team should never draft Caleb Williams.
3 biggest free agency needs for each team. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Yeah.
We've already done that though.
Not free agency.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Now what each team needs.
We already did that.
We did?
We did that before we did that
I
before
think we
the
did,
free
yeah.
agency and before the draft. Yeah.
Okay. Rams re-signed Dotson to a 3-year, $48 million deal. Broncos released Pro Bowl safety Simmons after 8 years.
That's huge news.
Patriots signed ex-Steeler offensive tackle. Lions re-signed running back. Free agency trackers, signings, trade, and contact. Okay, let's go to this one then and see who went where and who. Okay, Number 1 is Buffalo Bills. Quarterback Mitchell Trubisky signed a 2-year, $25 million deal.
So you went back to the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Offensive guard David Edwards agreed to a 2-year extension. Miami Dolphins Geno Smith agreed to a 2-year, $10 million deal. The New England Patriots Okafor agreed to a term on free agent deal. Safety Kyle Duggar received the transition tag, which would pay him $13.8 million for the 2024 season. Don't have no news on the Jets. Ravens wide receiver Nelson Aguilar signed a 1-year extension, which I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Justin Mabuki received a non-exclusive franchise tag, which is worth $22 million. $22.1 million. The Bengals, T. Higgins received a non-exclusive franchise tag, which would pay him around $21.8 million for the 2024 season.
Well, that's before an extension is done, like a new contract.
We already know that Dr. Schultz was signed on a 3-year deal. Their kicker, Fairbani, agrees to a 3-year, $15.9 million extension.
Yeah, Fairbairn.
Michael Pittman received the non-exclusive franchise tag, which will pay $1.8 million. The Jacksonville Jaguars, Elijah Cleveland agrees to a term on a 3-year deal worth $28.5 million. That includes $14.5 million guaranteed. So a lot of these teams are making some big moves, man.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Sneed, he received the franchise tag for Kansas City. Their punter signed a deal for the league minimum. So that's all that's been signed so far. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more to come.
Well, next week is the free agency period, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we definitely going to be covering that next week.
No question about that.
You know, look at where what each team did in free agency, and did it help them or did it hurt them?
Right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What's up, folks?
SmackDown recap.
Well, they just announced the second inductment into the Hall of Fame for the class of 2024, and that's Bull Nakano.
Wow.
Female wrestler.
Wow. Show starts off with Roman Reigns in a Bloodline in-ring promo. Roman was getting frustrated based on crowd reaction, wanted to leave, but Paul Heyman bought out The Rock. Rock came out to cheer and booze. Once he went off on the crowd, he said, "You will not see Cody go one-on-one with the Great One, but instead a counter offer. A tag team match for night 1 of WrestleMania, before he putting himself and Roman Reigns versus Cody and Seth. If accepted and Cody wins, then the main event on night 2 will be no bloodline interference. However, if Roman and Rock win it, bloodline rules, which means anything goes."
It was kind of funny. He was saying that Solo Sikoa was singing the national anthem.
Anything can happen. Rock was about to do his spiel when Roman put his hands on Rock. This is a big no-no. You don't put your hands on Rock, no matter who you are.
I saw the look in Rock's face. I'm telling you, the seeds are already sown. he's gonna turn on Roman.
Oh, no doubt.
I think he already has.
He can get inside the bloodline because he's from that culture.
But what if it was all set up from Cody Rhodes and The Rock? You know, remember how you said he saw it with the tribe, right? The tribal community.
Remember when Cody and Seth nodded at each other?
Yeah.
Could that be a plan? Could The Rock be involved in that plan and nobody knows?
I think they're all in cahoots. Like they're there to make sure that Roman does not walk out of WrestleMania as a champ.
That's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's a big no. And Roman wanted Rock to acknowledge him. Oh, there is Rock. There is where Rock will betray Roman. I do believe this is where Rock is a spider playing with the fly, which is Roman. The entire thing was probably set up by Rock and Cody, so Roman would trust Rock, leading to Roman losing the belt at Mania. So that James could be right. We just see what happens. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller are looking at the footage from the Elimination Chamber. They are laughing when Randy Orton says, "Oh, this is so funny, wasn't it?
You're rather work.
Wasn't it funny? Is one of you are going to meet me in the main event?" Grayson Waller threw Austin Theory under the bus. That was funny.
I don't care.
That was funny, man. When Grayson Waller threw Austin Theory under the bus, he told Austin Theory, "You go wrestle Randy." Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Could we be seeing Austin turning face and facing Grayson at Mania?
I think it's possible. That has been the rumor that they might end up facing each other at Mania.
Yeah. Tiffany Stratton beats Naomi. Great match between these two ladies. Tiffany is getting amazing crowd reaction and could be a huge face turn. Bailey, Dakota Kai, and the Kabuki Warriors went to a no contest. This was no surprise because James, you and I both called this. Dakota Kai turned on Bailey.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen then, but I knew it was going to happen. The thing is, like they did it way ahead of time. Like, holy crap!
You and I seen it coming.
Unless, remember, like you said, it's like the spider playing with the roach.
Possibility, you know.
That she could really be like with Bailey, but like trying to be like be buddy with with damage control, and
right?
Damage control again at Mania.
Possibility, you know. We just got to see what happens.
I already know that they were playing with.
So this one coming from a mile away. However, I believe I saw this happening at Mania. Yeah, you know, James and I both said this is going to happen at Mania.
Right.
We didn't see it happening last week on Raw.
Well, you did, but I didn't.
Oh,
you don't watch wrestling now.
They could pull a switcheroo on us though, and have Dakota actually play spoiler at Mania and betray Damage Control.
Yeah, you're right. She could. I mean, that's the cool thing about wrestling. It's so somewhat predictable, but somewhat unpredictable as well.
Exactly. Post match, Damage Control runs into Jade Cargill. Could Jade be a thorn in their side? I say yes.
Yeah, I think so. She needs like a tweener. She needs like a tweener feud before she goes up against like a big dog. You know.
I'm going to say this right now. if Bayley does not beat Io at WrestleMania, I'm looking for Jay to step up and challenge Io Sky.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah.
No, that's just my prediction.
Yes.
I do have Tiffany Stratton winning a women's championship before the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
So from now, so it's March until December. She's gonna win. She's gonna win the women's title.
Carlito beat Santos Escobar in a street fight.
Oh yeah, that was good.
We saw Rey Mysterio return. Rey Mysterio played this off slick.
He came out on crutches.
He came out there on crutches like he was still injured.
Like
One
an injured
of the
little bird.
Santos Escobar's little groom squad came running at the Mysterio. Nobody expected this. Rey's not injured at all. He
starts whacking on the crutch.
And he took that crutch and he beat the living crap out of one of them.
Did you see Santos's face?
Yeah, Santos was like,
"You're injured though."
So we could be seeing us two go up against each other pretty soon.
I think that Santos and Rey at Mania.
New Czech Republican won a rematch for the tag titles. That's Tyler
Bate, Peter Dunne. Pete Dunne. Yeah.
Nick Aldis will get with Adam Pearce about the tag team picture. LA Knight is backstage looking for AJ Styles. LA Knight, excuse my language, but he is pissed.
I think it's gonna be AJ. Well, I like I said, I think it's gonna be more than just AJ versus LA Knight. I think it's gonna be AJ and LA Knight in the U.S. title match with Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton.
I could say that. I could see that too. Main event saw Randy Orton beating Austin Theory. Post match saw Kevin Owens help Randy out, leading to a fist bump to end the show. Could we be seeing a new tag team form?
I don't know. I think you just helped them out. But I think they are going to face each other at Mania, like as part of like a five-way U.S. title match.
But I tell you what, if those two ever became a tag team, that would be a dangerous tag team.
Hell yeah, it'd be dominant. It wouldn't be fair.
Because you got Randy Orton that can hit the RKO out of anywhere.
You got Kevin Owens who can hit a stunner.
And why do you think they call him the Viper?
Yeah.
He can strike anytime, anywhere, any place he wants to.
Remember when he hit that RKO on JD
off the top of the cage.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, hi."
That was funny. JD jumps off. Randy catches him and kaboom! And then how you see JD laying there like.
I will tell you this: JD sold that very well. I was like, "Oh my god, that was amazing."
Exactly, but I can see Randy and Kevin forming a tag team to go after Judgment Day if New Czech Republic doesn't win it.
Well, no, I think at Mania, I think it's going to be Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day. And R-Truth gets his flowers. You know, he gets his WrestleMania moment.
Could be. Rock and Roman awaits the answer from Cody and Seth. I think Cody and Seth are going to go for it.
Of course. I don't see why they would not do it. It's gonna be night one. They're gonna face each other night one.
Oh yeah. Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross. Raw begins with a recap from SmackDown, and Cody and Seth have have an in-ring promo, which Cody and Seth will be on SmackDown Friday in Dallas, which would be tomorrow. Seth Rollins is 100% medically cleared.
That means he is available to wrestle now. Like,
Yeah.
will he wrestle? Will he wrestle before Mania? I don't think so.
This right here, I was laughing about this. I'm still laughing. Dum Dum Mysterio.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Got destroyed, literally destroyed by Gunther.
Oh yeah, he got demolished.
Gunther tossed him around like a piece of paper. And Ray and Dum Dum was saying, "Oh, we'll go out there and win the international championship." Yeah, Dum Dum, what happened? Somebody forgot to tell you were supposed to win, right?
Yeah.
Somebody dropped the script on that one. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks beat Katina, Chase and Carter. Damage control at ringside. Shayna and Zoe look like true contenders for the women's tag titles. They do.
Yeah, they're facing off next week, actually.
Shayna Baszler
Yeah.
is dangerous with that clutch move she has. If she puts one of the Kabuki Warriors in it, and if Zoe has her back, it's over.
Oh yeah. They're gonna. I think they're gonna win.
And now you watch Dakota Kai be out there. Well, they were robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nia Jax beat Becky Lynch by DQ when Liv Morgan interrupts. This caused a quarrel between Becky and Liv. Nia attacks Becky and Liv both and landed on Liv. She is by far most unsafe wrestler in WWE.
Not just men and women. She is the most unsafe worker. Period.
Yeah, I thought Ridge Holland was, but she takes the cake. Post match,
yeah, she ate it all.
For a decent little meal, all right, mine is delicious.
post match showdown with Becky Lynch and Liv next week's matchup between the two ladies.
Whole piece of chicken and little vegetables.
That's gonna be a great match.
I'm sure.
Because Liv told Becky, "You think it's all about you."
Well, I think it's all about them, you know.
So Paul Heyman is the first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2024, which I'm kind of on the fence about that.
Yeah.
You know, he did do some great stuff at WCW, but now he's just a mouthpiece. You know, every time you see him, he's got his foot in his damn mouth.
Yeah.
James, who was that one that the one that managed Hulk Hogan there for a while? They called him the Mouth of the South.
Oh,
Oh, what was his name? Jimmy. Jimmy, wasn't Jimmy Hart? Dang gummit. Help me out here, James.
What are you saying?
Who was the one
Mouth
that
of the South.
managed Hulk Hogan? He was known as the Mouth of the South.
Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart. Yes.
He would make
that guy.
He would make Paul Heyman look like a Sunday school choir boy.
Yes.
Well, I like Jimmy Hart. I like Jimmy
I
Hart.
do too.
I like Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's pretty damn legit, man. Like, he deserves his flowers for being in the Hall of Fame.
I agree too. Andrea.
It's a perfect. You know what, Gerald? It's the perfect location for him because remember, you remember where ECW started? It started in Philadelphia. That's perfect. That's a perfect location.
Yeah. Andretti beats Apollo Crews. It was good to see him wrestle, as was Crews.
Yeah.
It's good to see those two back in WWE.
Well, he's been part of the WWE. It's the thing is that he hasn't been used. Apollo Crews hasn't been used. But Andrade just came back.
Speaking of that, I'm a part of a group. It's called AEW versus WWE, and a lot of them in there are saying that AEW is better than WWE. I disagree.
No, there's no way.
Don't be surprised if AEW goes bankrupt in 2 to 3 years.
I don't know if they're going to go bankrupt, but I don't think they're. There used to be a thing called. It used to be like TNA versus WWE.
Oh,
and don't be surprised if the war come back between WWE and AEW.
They already did that with WCW, and you saw what happened.
Yeah, WCW went down
completely.
Why can't wrestling fans just be fans? Like, why do we have to compete?
It's part of a rivalry. That's all.
I mean, I get the rivalry part, but the thing is, like, you can be a fan of both and just enjoy the wrestling as a whole. Like,
yeah.
But to say that they're going to be better than WWE is kind of stupid.
Yes.
Judgment Day beats Imperium. That was a great match. Imperium almost had Judgment Day. Almost. Sami Zayn beats Ibar. Bronson Reed attacks Sami Zayn. That's gonna set up another match. Bronson Reed versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, before the gauntlet match. Actually, there is a gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw.
R-Truth, Miz, DIY, and Xavier Woods have a WWE 2K24 segment, which was funny, but Miz said to get the best of Judgment Day is by taking their tag titles.
And you know what's going to happen. They're gonna take the tag titles at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, that's no. They're gonna do it. But what's funny though is R-Truth keeps calling DIY DX.
Did you hear what they said at the end? He goes, and Xavier Woods says, "Oh, I'm all for it," and they say Regeneration X.
I'm laughing. R-Truth is he makes the show.
I'm like, when I watch this show, I'm like, where's R-Truth going to be? Like, he has to be in this show somewhere because he's just a national treasure for WWE.
Oh yeah, on Raw and SmackDown. Drew McIntyre beats Jey Uso with the assistance of Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. This whole reaction about Drew getting screwed over by the Bloodline should be thrown out of his mouth. He's been bailed out several times by the Bloodline. Cody attacks Solo to help, and Seth takes out Jimmy only to get destroyed by Drew to the end of the show. That was they are playing this Drew versus Seth match up at Mania. They are really drawing it up.
Yeah.
Raw coming up this Monday on the 11th. We got Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins that match because I like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Gauntlet match for the number one contender for the IC title at WrestleMania. We're going to have Sami Zayn versus Nakamura versus Ricochet versus J.D. McDonough versus Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. And the three that I have picked to win it is, right now I got it a three-way tie is between Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, or Bronson Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Amen.
Because we know Chad Gable can pick up Bronson Reed and suplex him.
Yes.
He's done it before.
He picked up Ivar. Ivar is pretty big too.
Chad Gable is no slouch.
He picked up Gunter.
Yeah. I don't know where he gets that strength from, but when he thinks he's down,
he's a good actual wrestler. Like he was he actually on the Olympic team. He's strong.
Then we got the women's tag titles: Kabuki Warriors versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. I don't care much for Shayna or Zoe, but I hope they do take it away from the Kabuki Warriors.
Oh yeah.
NXT Stand and Deliver is April the 6th, which is this coming Saturday.
No, April 6th.
April 6th. I'm sorry. It's
What?
It's Tony. It's Dragunov versus Tony D'Angelo.
Because Trick Williams. Yeah.
Other predicted matches. I would love to see this one. I would sit down just to watch this match. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes.
Oh yeah. Well, they've been building this match since like November, December.
NXT Women's Title. We got Lia Valkyria going up against Roxanne Perez, which Roxanne turned heel.
Yeah, so I could see that one happening. Like,
but then again, where Valkyria have her little stalker at ringside, Tatum
Paxley. Yeah, probably.
I swear that girl has a crush on Lia Valkyria.
What? It kind of reminds me of the whole Mickey James Trish Stratus thing a long time ago too.
I remember that. Sean Spears returned last week.
Yep.
And took out Ridge Holland. So,
but he's actually supposed to have a match with they're supposed to have a match on this coming NXT, but I can see them still facing off against each other at Stand and Deliver.
Exactly. Ridge Holland versus Sean Spears. So we'll see how that goes. WrestleMania 40. I am so ready for this. This is the biggest pay-per-view that WWE has besides WrestleMania Backlash. Night 1. Yes, this is a two-part pay-per-view.
It was very good.
Yeah, but night 1 and night 2.
There's so many matches they can't get it all in one night. So that's why they had to do it in two different segments. Night 1, which is April the 6th, has Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Cody wins, no bloodline in night 2. Roman wins his bloodline rules, very likely. Night 2 is Undisputed Championship. It's Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And I'm hoping Cody wins so that way the bloodline can stay out of it. Because I think if it's one-on-one, I think Cody can take Roman.
Yeah.
because Cody wants to finish his story. I think I see a retirement coming in Cody's future.
Who?
Cody.
Cody retiring?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think he's going to retire after he finishes his story?
No. For what?
Speaking of retirements, Sting retired after his long, awesome career.
Yeah.
So congratulations to him on a long, wonderful, awesome career. I mean, he played face so many times. He played heel so many times.
But he's played. I think he's played a face more times than he's played a heel.
Yeah. And I remember some of the moves he had. The Scorpion Death Lock, the Scorpion Death Drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scorpion Death Drop, Scorpion Death Lock.
Yeah.
Lock.
And then the Stinger Splash.
Yeah. He had some great moves. Then also on night 2, we got Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's probably going to open the show.
Yeah.
And we all know that Seth is a visionary and architect. He's gonna come up with something for Mr. Drew McIntyre.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But you know who you have to worry about? You have to worry about Damian Priest.
Yeah, because Damian still has that money in the bank.
Yep, and he's got to use it before June or July. Yeah.
Yeah, I think either June or July. So I think that's what he's doing. I think Damian is waiting until WrestleMania against each other. Then again, he could surprise everybody and go after the Undisputed Championship. Because it's any championship at any time.
Yeah, but you don't think he'd actually go out to the Universal title?
Mm-hmm.
I would say more the World Heavyweight Championship.
That's what I'm thinking. Unless he's wanting to get away from the Bloodline, that would be good too. I mean, either way.
Yeah. But we don't know what WWE is going to do with Damian Priest and Money in the Bank.
I do see him dropping the tag titles though.
Yeah, I can see him dropping it to either DIY or Awesome Truth.
I think it's gonna be Awesome Truth because they're gonna give R-Truth his WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, because it's time for R-Truth to have a championship moment.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, with WrestleMania being a 2-night pay-per-view, there's so many matches they can't do it all in one night.
Right. That's why having it in 2 nights is actually great. I think it's better, and plus you're not having a 5 or 6 hour WrestleMania.
And also, after they announce the matches for night 2, you want to tune in and see how night 2 matches are going to play out.
Yeah, because you got night 1 and then you have night 2. Night 2 is usually your cream of the crop, like
exactly your
headliners.
Yeah, night 1 is the mid card guys.
Well, not all the way. You still have some your main event of night 1, your semi-main event, and then most of the time they do a. Remember last year they had the night 1 of main event was was Sami and Kevin versus the Usos.
Other matches, but not set yet. Women's Championship: Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's already. Yeah, no night has been set, but those are actually set.
Yeah. WWE Women's Championship: Io Sky versus Bayley.
Yes.
I think Bayley's going to take it.
I think so too.
Other potential matches.
You're right.
We got Gunther versus the winner of the Gauntlet on Raw. Likely it'll be Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Here's a match that I would love to see: Jimmy versus Jay, the Usos.
Well, I think it's going to happen. I don't know what night they're going to put that on, though. It might be night 1, actually.
United States Championship. Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens versus AJ. LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Yeah, U.S. title match.
That should be a good. If Logan Paul doesn't cheat.
Well, I think this needs to be a ladder match.
Yeah, I think so too. And if it's a ladder match, I would put my money on Randy because Randy would be the tallest out of all of them. Because we know Randy comes in over 6 foot.
That's right.
And Randy only has climbed maybe up to the second or third run of the ladder. Wouldn't even have to climb all the way up it. So yeah, a ladder match would make sense. Unified Tag Team Championships, Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth. Now, if I was Awesome Truth, I would go to let's see, they're on what, Raw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would go to Adam Pearce and tell him, look, I want this to be a no disqualification match. But if the Judgment Day, if any members of the Judgment Day interferes, they automatically lose the titles.
No, that's why you had DIY there to hold them off.
Oh, so you think DIY is going to be there to help Awesome Truth?
Yeah.
You could be right. You could be right. Lou, you want to go ahead and plug your show?
All right, Enhanced Sports Show, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Number to call is 512-543-4662. We'll take care of the NHL trade deadline, the NFL franchise tag deadline that's also just about to pass. Actually has already. We'll keep tabs on spring training, college basketball, men's and women's, NBA as well, as history was being made. And of course, we'll also have the ridiculous sign of the week, sports trivia, this week in sports history. And your thoughts and comments, of course, are always welcome. And the feel good story of the week, too. So dial 512-543-4662 between 4 and 6 p.m. as Eastern Time, 3 to 5 in the Central Time Zone.
And it is a great show. If anybody's watching this show, please go and show Lou some love. Because I tell you what, it's a great show.
Hopefully I'll have better. Hopefully I'll have better show because last week wasn't so good.
Well, we all have technical difficulties at times.
Yeah, I guess some places just wouldn't hold it very well.
But again, I will be on there with my NASCAR report. So yeah, y'all go over there and show Lou some love. Anybody got any final thoughts?
Oh yeah. Is there an idiot of the week?
Well, there's a controversial story that actually is about. It happened in my home state, New Jersey. Basketball's buzzer beater overturned by referees in a semifinal game. Now, the rule is, of course, in basketball that if the ball leaves your hands before the clock is 0, it will count. But apparently, there's been some controversy over the last shot that was made. Mascon in Camden County. Mascon believed made what they was the game-winning basket, but Camden, but the referees stopped the celebration, named Camden the winner, saying the ball just left the player's hands just a bit too late. And if I can get the camera on here. Video of the replay showed that the ball leave the player's hands before the buzzer. However, there were no reviews in New Jersey high school basketball. Oh boy.
Oh,
Now
God.
Camden moves on to the state championship, but basketball season comes to an end. Like we said, if the ball leaves your hands, it counts. Apparently, the refs didn't see what happened, and it became a whole bunch of controversy. So now basketball is out and Camden is in. What a way to lose a game.
Moron, idiot, dummy.
Yeah, get your technical facts straight.
Right. Also, for those that are watching, if you like the show and like what we do, go to our Facebook page, the Wisniewski Report, and give us a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Also, check us out on YouTube at the Wisniewski Report. All you had to do is put in the Wisniewski Report, like it says in the Facebook group, and you'll be able to find it. Like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost anything. It helps us to build the channel. And if you missed the show, you can watch it entirely on a replay on Facebook and on YouTube as soon as I get it uploaded. But guys, I want to thank y'all once again for sticking it out with me this week.
Hey, Gerald.
Yeah.
Did you hear about some rumors they want to do about a proposal for kickoffs and stuff?
Yeah, we talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? You want to do that now?
No, let's do that next week.
It won't take very long.
I'm fixing to close the show down.
Oh, come on now.
Okay, go for it. You can do it.
All right, onside kick. Teams can attempt onside kicks only in the fourth quarter if they are trailing. So you can only do it if you're trailing. A new setup zone, kick and return teams would line up on the receiving team's 40 and 35 line, respectively. Neither team could leave on the kickoff until the ball reaches the target zone, which is the 20-yard line to the goal line. This is similar to the kickoff the XFL employed in 2023. So, and then touchbacks or teams will get the ball on the 35-yard line if the ball is kicked in the end zone. They'll get the ball at the 20-yard line if the ball is kicked inside the target zone and rolls into the end zone.
Okay, with that being said, guys, once again, go to our Facebook page. If you like what we do, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And go check out our YouTube channel at the Wisniewski Report. You can type it in the way it says on the Facebook page. Also, if you miss any part of the show, you can rewatch it on Facebook in our Facebook group or on YouTube as soon as I get it uploaded. With that being said, I want to thank these two guys for sticking with me again for another week, and I hope to see y'all next week. With that being said, peace, good night. I'll catch y'all next week. This has been the Wisniewski Report.